right now. I know that. Just gonna angle it this way. Ah, totally improv. All right, let me get sit up here. There. There we are. Hello and welcome to today's video, when to take action and when to give it a break. By the end of this video, you're gonna find out which one you should choose for the moment that you are in. That being said, I am here, just got done with my workout. It's a great workout. I just spent it out here and outside getting that grind on. And while I was getting my grind on, I realized that most people think that they have to go hard in the paint all the fucking time. They don't. Most people think that they need to take a break, take it easy, law of attraction. Things are just going to unfold measly peasly. They're wrong. The secret is knowing that it is important to understand it's in between the two. It's in between the two spectrums. So if you think of yin energy and you think of yang energy, there is the male, there is the female, there is light, and there is day. With that being said, I really hope I'm recording right now. If I'm not, this is one for the cosmos. But with that being said, it's up to us to understand which one is better for the moment. If you do not know truly, and you're just like, man, I think I'm doing good, and you're questioning it, this is a video for you. You should not be questioning if you should be taking a break or if you should be taking action. You should leave room for absolutely no doubts that you are meant to either rest all the way 100% or take action 150%. How do we do this, right? One is that if you think you're too fucking busy to take a break, you probably need to take a break, right? And if you're like, no, Maj, I actually need to take a break. If I don't take a break, then, or I actually need to take action because, like, if I don't take action, then I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to lose the kids. I'm going to lose my wife. I'm going to lose my mind. Hey, you cannot give from a full cup. Definitely, if you have emergencies, hey, tend to those emergencies. You know, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Do what you got to do. I get it. But if you're basically in a first world country or like, you know, your things that are really driving you nuts, or the fact that somebody cut you off or somebody called you with a bad attitude or whatever, you know that you can definitely take a break. You can take at least 10 minutes to yourself to just zen out. And that's what I highly recommend you to do, is just zen out, be in the space for 10 minutes. That's all you need, is 10 minutes to yourself. Being in a culture of the US where it's all about grind culture, or it's just about, hey, let's chill, watch the game or whatever, just know that during the Roman times, they being the people in power would try as best as they could in order to entertain, keep the masses entertained, keep them drunk, keep them full of their bellies and their food, so that they were just in their body and they were just caught up in their minds and emotions, and they weren't coming from a true heart connected space with their gut and with their mind to aligning with what they have coming from the internal. And that brings me into my next point, when to take action. If something is pulling you and you cannot, excuse the plane flying above, I'm right near an airport. I want to have it pass by. The reason I'm having it pass by is because I noticed that there's interferences that go on, especially when I'm sharing content that will actually change people's lives for the better. There's going to be some interference, but this is something that I want to really resonate with you. If there's something pulling you, if there's something that you cannot go one night, one day without thinking in the back of your mind, and I'm not talking about addictions, I'm not talking about things that are substances that you are addicted to outside of you. I'm talking an internal state, not just a feeling alone, but a feeling that's also tied in with the greater purpose of humanity, that's tied into the greater purpose of your ancestry, that's tied into the greater purpose of God, that's tied into the greater purpose of your good, that's tied into the greater purpose of your fulfillment, right? And that's ultimately where I believe, this is for me, where I know to take action. I know that, hey, now's the time to act. I've seen the thing. I began with the end in mind. That's another thing. I'll dive into that last. Is big. I began with the end in mind, and I see it. I see it vividly that I should be on this path, and it's pulling me. I don't know if y'all seen Donnie Darko, or in the movie, there's the different circumstances that would have unfolded if one circumstance at the beginning didn't occur. And there was like this little stream that was kind of pulling. Uh, it was. I'm not gonna blow the movie if y'all haven't seen it, but I'll leave you with that. Definitely check it out. Great movie to compare it to what I'm talking about here. But there's something that's pulling you where you know that you've seen that course of action at the end result that is just going to unfold. All is mind, and we are a part of everything. Know that even if you decided to rest when you shouldn't have, or decided to take action and you shouldn't have, and then you end up being injured, it's all about the greater story. You may have lost the battle, but you did not lose the war. Think on a grander scale. When in doubt, zoom out. That's a philosophy that I learned when investing, is that when you are feeling really down about things in your current life, or something's going really wrong, just zoom out and know that it's much bigger than you. And a good way to zoom out, like actually, is stop what you're doing, put your phone down, and look up at the sky. Look up in the sky. If you're in the sky, look at the clouds, hear the birds, feel your feet on the ground, and ground yourself. Be in the moment, right? And that's the last thing that I really want to share with you guys. No. Here's the one. The last thing is begin with the end in mind. This was from a book, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. Was begin with the end in mind. This one was tough for me. I realized that when I was doing this, I was just kind of in a meditation state. I'm like, okay, when I close my eyes, I'm thinking, all right, what do I do? The thing that really helped me was understand, all right, here's where I am. I'm going to bed at night. And if you do this in the morning, I highly recommend doing it before bed, or when you wake up first thing after you're done praying, of course. And this is, think of you in the moment, but this already happened. Everything that you're doing right now already happened. You already got ready to brush your teeth, or you brush your teeth. You're getting ready for bed. You clean your face. You brush your retainers. Whatever that looks like. You got your drawers on. You got the bed all nice and comfy. But then unfold it. Hit rewind on that button and see which events unfolded that led up to that point. Right. Live moment by moment as you rewind this kind of mental um, journey in your mind, and think of it frame by frame, and like not Steven Spielberg, but uh, I don't know any of the, the major producers, but you just think of like a Hollywood movie, how they really exaggerate certain things to articulate the feeling that the viewer should have when viewing the scene. That's what you want to do. How does a thing feel? How does it taste? How does it feel in action when you're viewing from your mind's eye? How does a thing look to you? And look, the eye, the looking is like the most surface level thing. You really want to feel, because mind, if you're at the certain level, some people, it's hard for them to see it in their mind, but after they see it in their mind, it's then tough for them to feel it in their body. And that's the key to the next step, is to feel things in your body, right? As you work your way down your spine, here we go again. Gotta love it. As you work your way down your spine, you have your third eye, you have your heart space, and then you have your root chakra, or your I guess I would say root chakra. more so solar plexus is where you're going to feel this. You're going to feel it in your gut. You know, that sensation when you feel something in your stomach, you're like, ooh, that don't feel right. Or, ooh, this feels good. Like you have a fire in your belly. That's what things are going to feel like when you're actually in tune with the visualization, right? So we have your mind's eye, you have your heart space, and you have your solar plexus. Once all three of these are aligned, that's how you know you're going to actually master the art of visualizing. Hey, am I meant to take action or am I meant to take a break right now? Right? How did you see things? Did you begin with the end in mind? That's what I wanted to share with you guys for this video. If you like the content, I will be sharing with you a PDF of how I'm doing this constantly and unfolding the life that I love. Like I'm able to just wake up whenever I want, provide for my family, and be able to live a great life where I can share my words with you guys. And not everything is peachy. I'm gonna be real, but I do want to help people master their success and efficiency of living healthy, wealthy in mind, space, and body and finances. Remember to do all the things that the algorithm loves. This is your boy Maj. Check me out on Matrix Maj, where I share how I'm using AI technology to improve my life and how I want to share it with you guys. Anyways, tuning out. Peace.